Dominic, your Coldwell Banker Deanne Harper Professional Development Instructor, and I'm going to help you extract a list of names from the courthouse retrieval system, which is a part of the tax options that are in the multiple listings service. So when you've logged into the MLS and you're at this screen, you have two choices in order to access your taxes. You can go to the search menu, and when you open that menu at the bottom, you'll see the link for the taxes, or you can go over to the right side of the screen where the % symbol is, and that will open us up to the link that you select for courthouse retrieval system. You can also use public records under each individual county, but courthouse retrieval system will give you a lot more information. So we're going to go into courthouse retrieval system, and it always lands on the property search page. We want to move into prospecting, so we're going to click on prospecting, and now we have the 3 steps to create mailing labels and merge files. First thing we're going to do is we're going to select a geographic area, and as you can see from the list, there's several things you can do here for selecting the information you're wanting to extract. You also have a pull down menu here for the Bexar County, Texas office, or you can also do several of the others, Atascosa, Kendall, Wilson, etc. We're going to do a subdivision search, and I'm going to select Deerfield. Oops, I have to type that correctly. Then we're going to click on the little magnifying glass that will search for the Deerfield subdivisions in their records. I want to select the top one, not one of the garden homes or the other little areas within Deerfield. Once I highlight it in blue, I'll click the button to add it, and then I'll go to proceed with my second step. Now in our second step, we have a indicator of how many records were found. Here at the top of the page it says there are 599 properties in the geographic area you specified. But then it lets me refine my search a little bit more. I can put in the home value and search by prices or even last sale dates. I can also do owner type. This is probably where you're going to want to come back and work in once we go through all the options on this page. You can do a selection of absentee owners who live in or out of the state, or owner occupies that are in or outside of this area. So we're going to stay with the default of all because I'd like to show you what we can do at the moment and see what the names will look like. Our property characteristics that you see just allow you again to refine a little bit further into your search. If you want to do it by improvement type, if you want to do a land usage, or even the land type, you can use that criteria by selecting them and moving them into their search windows. You can do square footage, vacant land, bedrooms and baths, or even by tax exemptions. I'm going to check the box here for the limit property type to residential. And I'm going to scroll back up to our owner type for a moment, because what I want to do right now is I'm going to check for absentee owners in Deerfield. And we'll see what that does with our 599 properties when we do absentee owners. Now I'm going to click on the link to proceed to review my criteria. This is going to show me how it has searched through those 599 records to find the absentee owners for me. And it's also going to let me select my data that I want to export. So here we've gone from 599 down to 45 properties meeting my criteria of Deerfield absentee owners. So here are the part of the 45 names, and our prospect list is also categorized for us by status and MLS. If they're for sale, sold, pending, or contingent, you'll see those little houses next to the property, and it's color coded, and of course the top of the list shows you what each of those colors means. So since I'm going to be targeting absentee owners, I may not want the properties that are sold to be included. So I'll check the names, and at the bottom of the list is a button to remove those names. Once I do that, it updates the list, and it then will recalculate the number of records that I'm working with. So now I did those 3, so I'm down to 41 properties. Now I can go to our step 3. When I click on that link, this is going to allow me now to decide how am I exporting this data. Am I going to export those 41 names and addresses in a data file, or am I going to create labels? So you can also see that you have many options in refining your records for exporting your information and addressing your labels in the style that you would like. You can also take a used sheet of labels and decide if you want to use them. Let's say that you use the first 4 on a page and you want to use label 5 through the rest of them, through 30. I can hit that radio button, and now I know that 5 through 30 are going to get printed on when I click the print label selection. They do also export in a PDF format for your labels, and you can see what it's going to look like when you hit the print labels. Or you can select the 3 different types of Avery labels of your choice. So great tool to use when you're trying to create labels or get names that you want to send a mail out to. So we're going to work with export files at the moment. I'm going to make sure that the defaults are all selected that I want, and they are, so I'm going to click on Export File, and I'm choosing my export to be an Excel file. Excel is very versatile, can be used for many things. Now that this pop-up box has come saying do I want to open or save it, I'm going to save my file to the desktop of my computer. So when the dialog box comes up, and it should look something like this, I am going to change the name of the file from CRS address export to Deerfield absentee, and make sure you leave the .xls behind it, and then click Save. Once it's put the information on the desktop, I can then minimize this screen, and I can go to my Excel file and I can check out the information and see what it is that I was able to export from my CRS search. So this does take a couple of minutes, or seconds rather, and I'll be able to show you the Excel spreadsheet. You sometimes will see a dialog box that comes up saying that this is in a different format other than what you specified. Just click on Yes, since we know that we trust the company that we got the data from. And here we are now with the 28 names that we were able to extract from our changes that we made. You do have some names here for the Federal National Mortgage Association and Padilla family, McRoy, so you're not going to see those in that first and middle name column, so you may have to move those over when we go to do a mail merge actually in Word. But we also have another option to check once we do our mail merge. But for extracting data and having your Excel spreadsheet, this video takes care of that. Look for my other one that then takes you into Word and helps you merge your data file into their wizard so that you can take a form letter from CRS or one you design and create a mail out that you didn't have to sit and type each person's information into. Thank you. Have a great day.